definitely. All right, let me get my butt back in the shot. Oh yeah, definitely. They're like,
That's
okay,
cool.
So 37. I'll make sure.
So I mentioned. Are we good back to go back in?
Yep.
Yeah.
You got the. There we go. We back. We was fixing the camera. Goddamn. Like, we were just fixing the camera. I know y'all saw how
Got a little
camera on
choppy,
me,
but
camera on me, camera on me.
But no, I meant stupid. I mentioned I mentioned if there's oil on the moon, we will be there, like we in Venezuela.
Yeah, I got the joke.
I think I kind of gave it away. You know, I was gonna say,
But
like, why the hell did we just kidnap the president of Venezuela?
Whoa.
I
All
kinda
right,
gave
sorry,
it
go
away,
ahead.
though.
Oh, we going into it.
Yeah,
Might
let's
as
do
well.
it.
Fuck it.
Because I was learning shit today. Who go first?
But and then when did this happen? Because I just woke up today and just saw like people sharing videos of a dude speaking Spanish, and then like all of a sudden you just seen helicopters flying in the dark and blowing up shit, and then I was like, what the hell was going on?
They went scooting.
So then I looked it up, and then they was like, oh yeah, they showed me the translation. Basically, he was talking shit like, "Hey, you got a problem with me? You come find me." And shit.
Oh, you talking about that video when he told? Who did he tell? Trump.
I'm assuming he was talking to Trump.
Oh man,
Trump sent them boys to go get us there.
Yeah, that was stupid as fuck.
But it just
But do any of you have like the actual? Because I spent like 10 minutes looking it up, and then I was like, "Oh damn, that's crazy. We fucking up."
Well, I guess the argument right now is that he is what we like to call a dictator, and I know a lot of people, the left and the right out there, they are contemplating like, I guess they want him free. I guess apparently Trump didn't get authorization through Congress or whatever, but I'm like, y'all can't boy cry wolf. Obama didn't get congressional approval when he went after bin Laden and
What you mean? They've been hunting dudes down.
Yeah,
okay,
but it was the same idea that technically you didn't need to approve. I guess some people in Congress knew, but then how the left.
But they had
right.
already from the 10 minutes that I spent looking it up. The Trump hasn't declared war on Venezuela. He declared war on the drugs, which has been going on for I don't know how long. But there was a declared war on Al Qaeda, which the bin Laden was the head of, and he had been taking credit for all the however many terrorist attacks or whether he's taking credit. All these things have been laid at his feet. Which is the reason why.
I was about to say, because
was the justification.
If you want to do a deep dive,
I mean, I don't know, but
I know
like just to
but like some of the things that got
comparison.
I got a little list. I guess some of the things that he have done, and these are not like what he has done, but what he have done. He's actively rigged an election, dissolved the National Assembly, extended rule beyond his term, and imprisoned politician opponent, ban opposing parties. Control the judicial system there, censor and propaganda, internet and social media restrictions, mass corruption, and the list goes on. Right. But I guess some people were complaining, or at least some of the people that were saying, like, he put people in jail for just speaking against certain things or posting a certain post saying that he should be arrested. He's a dictator. You know how we have freedom of speech here. We can walk down the street and call somebody a dictator all day or whatever, toilet man, whatever you want to call it. We can call anybody what we want here in the United States. But a lot of people don't realize in these other countries,
that shit don't mean nothing.
That shit don't mean nothing. Like, and I ain't trying to bring up other topics along with, how our politics and how our system works. But I read some of the stories and looked up some of the stories that people said that he imprisoned people beyond their term, illegally, like not how we say I'm going to jail illegally, like, but real, because you holding up a sign or you doing freedom of speech. He in prison, and some of the women in there had to, sell themselves in order to get like basic right, like toilet paper and other things in prison, like for like however long. But I guess some of the stuff, I guess the argument is that some people are saying that, he is what Trump's supposed to be.
No, well,
but
my whole thing
I'm sorry. They're saying Trump is what he's supposed to be, but then they're giving two sides of the same coin. Like, release him. Like, you starting a war.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah,
Like they're pointing at him to saying like, hey, this is what Trump can end up being.
Yeah, but then
The
it's
fact that he
like,
could just do
hey,
whatever the hell he wants.
everybody's celebrating. Like no, like he's this guy is bad.
Right.
My thing is why the hell who the hell elected the United States as the sheriff of the goddamn world?
Oh, well, that's
why we got to go
I thought
around?
it was, aren't they under NATO in some way?
He didn't get NATO's permission.
Yeah,
That's what
this
the issue is.
not NATO.
So
yeah.
that's I'm like, why do you get
Oil.
Yeah, this is the oil. Yeah, that's what
but I'm
it is.
just like, why does the United States always feel the need to jump up and be Captain Saberho every time somebody's country is getting fucked up?
Well, this isn't a Saberho move. This is an oil move. That's what this is.
I know what the real thing is, but that's not what they're portraying it as. They're putting the story out as this is a bad guy and he's been peddling drugs into our country.
Oh, yeah.
And he's broken a bunch of laws.
I mean, you should.
So this is why we're going over there to arrest him and extradite him here. This is what the public, the outward facing motive is.
But do you think I got a good question?
But that's what I'm saying though. But I'm like, why? Like that's not a justification. Like that's not a good. That's not a good thing because it's like, why the hell who elected the United States the damn, like I said, the sheriff of the damn town?
So here's the thing with dude. All right, and this right here, it's like he was after Hugo Chavez in 2013, he was appointed. So everybody pretty much familiar with Hugo Chavez. He ran it as a dictator. Of course, it's Venezuela. So the guy that he was appointed was his next in line. No difference. Is still under dictatorship. Then when the election happened in 2018, Maduro, of course, fixed the election, and it wasn't like a mystery about it. Everybody knew. And they had said they had up to over how many countries that was against it? Because nobody wanted to recognize this dude, Maduro, as the president of Venezuela. So it wasn't just the United States had a problem with it. It was all these other countries that were saying, we don't recognize dude as being the legit president because the election was fraud. Not only that, is that under the 2020, under Trump's first term, he labeled narco-terrorism. So the same acts that could be held out in terrorism, like Osama bin Laden and whatever terrorist organization, if you commit any type of terror towards any type of state, especially the United States, then those are going to be the consequences that we will come and get you. And that, again, that was passed during Trump's first term. So it's kind of a setup to begin with anyway, but it still followed through. That was the part of it. Maduro under Venezuela had no problems admitting that he was selling drugs, which was, okay, number one, you crazy for that. Number two, it's like you're doing business with China and Russia. We already know that China was sending the fentanyl packs over to Mexico because that's where we were getting a lot of fentanyl. It used to be that you could order it directly to the United States, but when they found out that it was like one of the main base agents, they cut China off. They banned it. They're like, you can't sell that here anymore. That's when it started going through Mexico. It went from Mexico now into Venezuela with the cocaine traffic, just all going. So it's not like it's a mystery that this dude was doing some bad shit because he came out and said as much. And it's completely different when a motherfucker like, I'm not dealing drugs versus, hey, I'm making money off of you motherfuckers. And so it's a difference with that. It's labeled as a terrorist act. They went in based off of that. Again, the election was fake. They didn't recognize dude as being the president of Venezuela. And then he started doing business with Russia and China. If you didn't catch up, Russia was sending over planes, even though they were outdated, but they were sending over aircraft to Venezuela so Venezuela could get its muscle up to continue talking shit. The other thing that they fucked up and said was that they were going to accept long-range missiles from Russia. And when that came out, they was like, oh, fuck you. It's like, this is what we did to Cuba back in the day. So we're not even going to allow you to pretend like that's going to happen. So on the big gun shit, yeah, I can see Trump saying when dudes say something stupid like that, like, oh, yeah, fuck y'all, I'm going to keep selling drugs and I'm going to go get a new rifle. Like, nah, nigga, we about to come get you now because you trying to kick off some dumb shit. So in that aspect of the game, I was like, oh, I get it. But bottom line is like, no, it's about oil. You just fucked up and said some dumb shit for them to come get you. And it's like, now they're coming to get you. But at the end of the day, it's about them oil prices. Yeah. They went and snatched dude up in less than 40 minutes. not a shot fired, not a person dead, nothing. And they put his ass up in the cage and he was sitting there calling Donald Trump and he told China and Russia don't worry about Trump the kitten. He I'm not even going to worry about Trump kitten. I don't even worry about cat with the little scratch. That nigga locked up. He was like, can we make a deal? Nah, nigga, you made that deal when you was talking shit. So on the end of, was it right? It's kind of hard to say. It's like any other thing. Like you said, why the United States the police of everything? It's like, because they gangster. They can afford it. Like, what is Venezuela going to go to war with? If they wanted to go to war right now, how long do you think that lasts? Like 35 minutes? They going to shoot up. Exactly, with the United States.
Yeah.
I mean, the United States, we pimped. We pimped. But I don't know. It depends on.
We make the rules and then don't play by.
Yeah, we make
the
rules,
original
then we
game.
don't play.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But I mean, that's the whole part of the learning thing, especially with all of this, is that, just like, of course, United States is a gangster, and any other country would be. No different than what China wants to be a gangster and Russia be a gangster. It's like they're not trying to do what's right. They're trying to do what's about survival. And I was like, I had this conversation, and I was like, I'll prove it that every country is a business because we based everything off of our GDP. So after that, everything else is bullshit. Your rights, all that shit is bullshit. We judge based on how much money we can bring in. So when that stops being, then maybe China will come up or maybe Russia will come up. But in the meantime, no. What's the crazy part is about this story, back to Venezuela real quick, is the fact that Joe Biden put out a $15 million bounty on dude's head when he was in office. So what I don't understand now is like, why is all the Democrats after Joe Biden was like, hey, he's a rotten motherfucker, and I'm going to put 15 mil on his head, anybody catch him and bring him to the United States. So Trump was
like putting up your own Warren poster.
Yeah, but still, dude already said like, hey, we'll go after him. Joe Biden said this, like, I'm putting a bounty on dude here. Mm-hmm. So why are the Democrats now screaming for his release? Like, y'all niggas just sat there and agreed that this nigga should be locked up, but then when you go get him, it's like y'all protesting out in the streets to set him free. It's like, the fuck? Like, how does that work?
I think
because it's the same old thing. It don't matter what it does. It matters who's the one doing it.
Well, that's a different level of stupid. It's one thing with the U.S. government and understanding that they a bunch of gangsters, but when people just fall in line to that's stupid as fuck to me.